Hello on Wildlife. New set of animal moments is ready. If this wasn't caught on camera, no one would believe it. Let's get started. What an amazing moment. Two wild horses seem to replicate Jesus' walk on the water. The horses seemed to be floating on the river in front of the stunned locals. But in fact it was an optical illusion. People were just passing by the horses in a boat, while the animals were standing in the shallow water. It looks very unusual. This crazy dog is brave only when there's a metal fence in front of him, and he certainly doesn't have the bravery to bark through an open gate. It looks very funny. These three cats are watching this bird very carefully. Suddenly, a cheerful poodle appeared in the frame and decided to scare the silly cats. This worker couldn't get a snack. An insolent monkey ruined his lunch. The food had to be quickly handed over. This male swan has proven that chivalry is not dead yet. He breaks the ice of a frozen lake with all his might, so that his partner can swim unhindered. This turtle was very thirsty, so people gave it water. And indeed, the turtle stretched its head and opened its mouth, as if it was very thirsty. But, as it turned out, it was just preparing to strike, and during another attempt to drink, it attacked. A sly black kitty approached two seagulls and planned to attack. The cunning seagull managed to chase the stupid cat away, without even turning around. People at zoo filmed the tiger with its head stuck in a plastic barrel. It looks funny, but the tiger really could have drowned. Good thing he managed to get to the shore, and soon the zoo staff rescued him. This cow is very smart. When it's time to go home, she comes to the crosswalk of a busy highway, but she stops. This cow never crosses by herself. She obediently waits for her mistress. The woman always brings some treats, and the cow cheerfully follows her mistress home. When faced with danger, brown hyenas raise their long brown mane and fluff up the cream-colored neck ruff, so they look larger and more fearsome. In this case, the lion Pride looked puzzled by the sight of the strange animal, probably encountering this rare hyena species for the first time. The stupid hyena ran into the water source, as if it didn't want to share it with the lions. But everything went peacefully, no one attacked anyone. Seeing a small alligator on the road, a man decides to catch and take it to a safe place near the water. Taking good aim, the man thought that he could easily catch this small reptile, but as a result he almost lost his fingers. During a big storm, this caring mama dog rescues her pups. She carried all three of her babies to a safe shelter. Super mom. In this funny moment, a sheep put a bucket on its head and didn't understand how to take it off. The woman laughed for a long time. Here's a similar moment, except here the sheep is wearing a motorcycle helmet. Seeing movement in the drain pipe near the hatch, the men proceeded to rescue. A large armadillo appeared in the pipe and was successfully pulled out and released. A fox appeared near a street cafe. People immediately started filming it on camera. The fox decided to play a prank and added his zest to the glass with champagne. The visitors were shocked. Silly domestic geese don't care that the cement is still fresh, and it's too early to walk on it. The job was ruined, will have to be remade. I think only cats can relax so beautifully. Next, just a crazy encounter. In the winter forest, a very curious bear came out to the people. Despite the screams, he was not going to run away, and kept getting closer. Further, he almost attacked a family with children, but still the loud shouts worked, and the bear stopped. No one was hurt. A dance challenge on TikTok turned into a heartbreaking rescue. Cadence Beavers was preparing the perfect story in her backyard, but her video took a dramatic turn when 9-month-old Rottweiler fell into the pool. The girl didn't think for long, and fully clothed jumped into the pool. She was able to quickly rescue her drowning pet. Stupid cow decided to smell the cobra, which immediately took a stand to attack. The cow doesn't even realize the danger in front of her, but the cobra behaved calmly, and even let the cow lick herself. A crazy snake had to be rescued after mistaking a tennis ball for an egg. After a short manipulation, the ball was successfully removed. The snake was not injured. A woman was doing yoga on a Bahamian beach. She became very interested in a pair of iguanas, which began to watch her closely. The woman did not expect one of them to be so aggressive. While performing a complex pose, the iguana bit the woman's finger and immediately ran away. It looked very funny, but the finger was fine. I don't know what kind of bird it was, but it looked like a small woodpecker. It was so eager to snatch the tasty grub that its beak got stuck. The exhausted bird just hung onto its beak and was very lucky to be spotted by people. The bird was freed, and without outside help it would not have survived. Listen to the sounds the rhinoceros beetle makes while flying. In slow motion, it sounds like helicopter blades. And here we have the popular snake game in real life. It looks simply mesmerizing. After a long work day, you can relax and swim differently than everyone else. As soon as this cat was rescued and successfully fell out of the tree into the rescue sheet, it immediately climbed back into the neighboring tree. It looks very funny, and the rescue will have to be repeated. This bear was filmed in the forest. Perhaps he was born this way, or in childhood he got some kind of trauma, but he has to walk like a human, only on his hind legs. If a monkey decides to tear the roof off your house, no one can stop him. Here's a similar moment. I think this gazebo is going to be completely roofless very soon. It seems flies also don't know that touching frozen metal with your tongue is a very bad idea. A woman had to rescue a beautiful kookaburra bird whose head was stuck in a fence. The bird quickly flew away alive and healthy. Crafty seagulls love to eat chips and have learned to steal them straight from stores. The birds are greatly helped by automatic doors, which react even to such small creatures, allowing them to get in and out unhindered. Here's a similar moment. A man decided to trick a pigeon and showed him an empty hand. The bird did not stay in debt and very spectacularly showed what it thinks of him. Have you ever seen a python climbing up a tree? It looks mesmerizing. This is the first time I've ever seen a croaking frog. If you touch it, it starts to run away, making piercing, funny screams. Look at this trick. It looks like the real ant police. Just 2 ants flip the cockroach on its back and are holding it by the tendril, so it can't get up. The acrobatic stunt performed by this donkey brings only laughter. For a frog, this ladder could be forever. Or as in this case, a great exercise machine. This family has been gone for 2 months. During this time, the birds have already built a beautiful nest on their back doors. The owner immediately put a stop sign on the doors so that no one would open them and disturb the birds. One by one, 4 eggs appeared in the nest, and soon the chicks hatched from them. It looks very cool. There was some vegetation tangled in the antelope's horns. The giraffe immediately came running to help. These people came up with a very funny toy for the cat. Now both the cat is happy and the baby is asleep. The owner of this small motorboat has built a structure with a flying hawk. But as you can see, it does a very bad job of scaring away seabirds. The boat is still covered in feces and looks like a local bird toilet. This rider clearly had bad luck with her horse. She decided to bite another horse. As a result, as you can see in the slow motion footage, the rider got hit by a hoof. A horse stuck between 2 pine trees had to be rescued with a chainsaw. People cut the tree completely, and only in this way the animal was saved. And this concerned man rescued a kangaroo cub that was stuck in a great middle of the road. The screams of this baby made his mom really laugh. A small frog jumped on his hand.
But it's just a frog!
The mom's attempt to save her son turned into an even bigger shock. I laughed really loud. The open doors of the truck allowed this chicken to make the most incredible escape, but he never dared to jump off. These 2 silly dogs couldn't figure out the dog drinker. The system was too complicated for them. They definitely need to learn from this dog. They can not only drink but also play. It seems that lizards are clearly not made for running fast on slippery tiles. Trying to escape at top speed made the homeowner laugh a lot. A brave man was not afraid of his 2 adult swan parents. and went to rescue 3 baby swans, who couldn't jump onto the high concrete edge of the lake. The swans hissed and spread their wings, but the first one was rescued almost immediately. The second one went into the water after him, but the last one was the most frightened and started to run away in the other direction. But everything was successful. He was also rescued and released into the water. This man was going to quietly take out the trash in the evening, but he just ruined the romantic rendezvous of these 2 huge rats. A silly bulldog decided to take a walk on a frozen pool. The ice turned out to be thin, and he went underwater like a stone. Good thing that the owner was nearby, who immediately with shouts rushed into the icy water to save him. The little fool was saved.
Help me.
I think you enjoyed it, so now is the time to subscribe the channel and add your personal fat like. See you soon.